Sudan's war has created the largest displacement crisis in the world. Hunger is becoming rampant across the country, with 18 million people suffering from food insecurity and 5 million on the brink of famine. What could be worse for a country already sinking in war? Since the bloody fighting began last April, Sudan's crisis haven't stopped. The extent of the crisis was manifested when the United Nations said yesterday that Sudan risks facing the world's largest hunger crisis unless fighting stops.
The war in Sudan is sending millions spiraling into what could soon be the world's largest hunger crisis. In South Sudan, I've met mothers and children who have fled violence many times. They've escaped the fighting, but they struggle to escape the hunger.
Right now, 90% of the people here face emergency levels of hunger and are stuck in areas that are largely inaccessible to aid agencies. In South Sudan, where 600,000 people have taken refuge to escape the war, 1 in every 5 children in shelters at the border suffers from malnutrition. Little international aid is getting into there as humanitarian agencies struggle to get the necessary entry permits.
So the greatest risk to the aid operation is the conflict. And the biggest losers are obviously the civilians who are suffering from conflict, but also from its consequences. And the food insecurity situation, the famine situation, the danger of famine situation is now a critical factor.
As Sudanese people live some of the toughest time due to war and hunger crisis, their fear now is that they will be forgotten.